Hey guys, it's Wendy here with Wendy's Plans, and today I thought I would come and talk to you a little bit about the changes and things that I have been seeing in the planner community for, I don't know, the last couple of years. Things seem to have been changing. So I thought I would just tell you what I see and how I feel about it and that kind of thing. So, guys, stick around. Okay, guys. So there's just been a few things that I have noticed um, over the last couple years. And to be honest, I have kind of gone in that same direction. So it wasn't really a surprise to me when I kind of started noticing how my planning style had changed. And I guess a big thing that when I realized it was I was packing up all of my planners and getting ready to start my traveling adventure. I'm trying to keep these lights out of my eyes, guys. I just can't. There we go. Maybe that's a little bit better. Um, so as I was packing, let's just take these off my glasses. So as I was packing, I noticed that my planners were a little bit different because I started flipping back through my planners, and there was a few things that I noticed about my planning style when I first started planning, and or I should say when I first started filming, and the way I plan now. And so I kind of was like thinking of back to the people I used to watch on YouTube and how they planned. And I kind of started thinking about trends that I'm not seeing now that was very a big thing back then. And so there is absolutely nothing wrong if you are still planning this way. Guys, planning is a personal choice or a personal decision on how you want to decorate your planner or how you want to use your planner. So there's no right or wrong way. So whatever makes you feel good, that's what you should do. Don't don't do your planner because Wendy said you can't do that anymore. Because guys, you can do whatever you want. And honestly, whatever works for you is what you need to do. So, one of the first things that I noticed was back in the day when I first started watching YouTube and I decided I was going to start my channel and bought my first sticker kits. And I had been watching other people plan, and I was like, I want to do that. That looks like it's so much fun. And the biggest trend out there was no white spaces. And I'm sure there's still people that are planning that way. And, whatever makes you happy. I can tell you, I was never fully no white spaces because I did like to see space on my page. And so, some coffee, guys. No white spaces is exactly what it sounds like. And it tended to be when we used Erin Condren planners. Now, there's a lot of people that are still using Erin Condren. There's nothing wrong with Erin Condren. I used that system for 3 or 4 years, and I liked using that system. And the columns are vertical, just like they are in like the Hobonichi cousin, except the spacing of the columns are a little bit different. The paper is different. It's a ring bound. So there are some differences. But the premise was you didn't leave any white space on the page. So you put like washi tape across the top and then covered your date covers. And then as you went down because they were broken up into 3 boxes, you had stuff all the way down. And so you had strips that would go in between. So, like, if you wrote all your stuff and there was still white spaces, you'd fill it in with all these stickers. Guys, it was fun. There was no purpose. It was fun. And kits were geared to no white spaces. So if you did not want to leave any page showing, you didn't have to. If you wanted to, you could. But sticker kits were like, let me see. So if you I'm just going to pull for an example. This is not, a kit, but like I'm showing it for sizing. So if you look at Amanda's page right here, you would get sheets like this. They may not have been quite this big, but you would receive, they were probably from my finger here down that size. They were probably like that size. And when you would get it, you would get like 6 or 8 sheets. It felt like a ton of sheets. And it was because you just filled in the space. And those kits were so expensive, guys. Way back then, they were like $24 for the kit. And you have to have 52 kits. Guys, that's a lot of money. I'm just sitting here thinking, how much would that be? Oh my gosh, I got to do the math because I'm just like, what in the world were we thinking? But that was the trend. And why not? If people wanted to do that, why not? If people still want to do that, why not? So 52 times, let's just say $20. Gosh, that's $1,040 on stickers. Who knew? So what I'm seeing now is that people aren't doing that. And I'm not sure why it has changed. I think maybe we have grown and we realize that our planners are not just a hobby, but they are to plan out our lives, to keep track of our appointments, things coming up, birthdays, all that kind of stuff, and that there's an actual purpose to using the planner and not just decorating. The other thing, and this may offend some people, I hope not. I like a cute kit. I am all about the florals and the plaids. I love a good kit. I don't necessarily need cute, and there's a difference. It's a subtle difference. And I think a lot of that is as we age in this community, we want something to age with us. Does that make sense to you guys? For me, when I first got into it, yeah, I liked all the cutesy, all the like little girls and all the, all that stuff and the cartoony characters, and it was fun. And then somewhere about, I don't know, 4 or 5 years into it, I was like, okay, I want to use my planner at work, but I can't be doing this because people are going to look at me like, what is that girl? So I think that is when my taste in kits kind of changed. And I think that is where I finally found a company that their kits resonated with me. There was not a lot of waste. There was not a push to have complete no white spaces. And that's when I found Mandy Lynn Plans. And her kits they resonate with me. And that's why I use her kits all the time. I will branch out once in a while, not very often. And I might use somebody else's kit. It does not happen very often because I like the kits that she puts out, and I like using less stickers versus more stickers. With her kits, you have the option of doing whatever you want. You can be more functional, you can use more stickers. You have that option. And her kits don't break the bank, if you know what I mean. I have enough stickers, and the amount that I have is sufficient to use. I have leftovers. I don't think anybody's ever going to order a kit and not have leftovers. Um, and they're good quality stickers, and I appreciate that. And are there going to be times where something's not cut exactly right? Yeah. But guys, these are people making stickers. It's not, it's it's human error involved. And sometimes, but I will tell you, in a year's time, I don't think I have one or two stickers that don't peel up like they're supposed to. Sometimes it's just me, because me trying to peel them um off the sheet, I grab them wrong and pull them, or I try to pull them off too quick and it catches because there's intricate designs. And that's my fault. That's not the person who made the stickers' fault. But I like that. For me, I have evolved from let's set up a pretty planner page to I need to get my stuff done, and I need to know what I've got to do, and I need something to check off. I don't need a little pretty something there to it's nice, it looks nice, but I need something more functional. And so that is what I'm seeing now, is that we have less cute and more functional. And there's nothing wrong if you like cute. Continue doing the cute. For me, it works better to be more functional. And I think the biggest thing that I have noticed, I'm looking because I just going through all my stuff. I found paper clips and stuff, and let me reach behind me. So okay, so in the day when you would do your spread, and you would have, let me pull some of this stuff out of here. You would have okay. So the not that these colors go together, but when you finished your spread, you would let me pull up my planner. So like if I had this planner page done, I would go in here and I would I'm going to decorate it up, guys. And there is nothing wrong if you do this, guys. You can still do this. It's not going to hurt my feelings because it's your planner. Trying to get them all in here so you can see it. Now this bookmark is not made to fit this planner, so it's not gonna fit really well. But you'll get the idea. So when I finished, this is the way my planner would end up looking. So I'd have a bookmark in there, and I'd have all these paper clips across the top. And what first thing I would do when I would have to, sit down and figure out what I had for today, I took the bookmark out. And then I was like, oh, I can't see everything up there. And I take the book, all of this out. And so finally one day I was like, why do you do that? Why do you put those on there and then take them all off when you sit down to do your planning? Guys, I occasionally, when I sit down, I will grab a paper clip because the wind's blowing, and I'll put a plate, one up there, and I'm good. But what I found out was they were more, for me, were an annoyance, and I didn't want them on my planner when I was sitting down to plan, or to look at my planner and figure out what I had going on for today. I'm not getting rid of these. Um, I still like them. And I'm saving this whole back. Yeah. So, what I'm trying to say is that there's no right or wrong way to use your planner, but it's just that I'm finding the more I sit down and again, it kind of hit home when I was packing up my planners because I'm going to put those in storage because I can't just get rid of them. That's my life. Um, I really figured out going back and looking at all my planners, which was so much fun, and to see how, and it was kind of like the first year, everything was the same. And then the next year, things kind of changed a little bit through the year. And then the next year, a little bit through the year. And every year, the change was less and less stickers and more function. And when I say more and more functions, I like the paper that the Hobonichi cousin is printed on. And this is not a good one to show you because this is my travel planner. So it's not as full as, whoops, I'm fixing to knock something over. And I think I did knock something over. Oh, well. I did. There we go. Let me get the one that I use all the time. So I like the paper that this planner is made with, the Hobonichi, the Tomoe River paper. And so I put dots. So when you see me planning, I like to do the dots. I still use like the big box here when there's something that I want to designate that something's really going on. And that's the way I plan now. And the biggest reason is I like the way a fountain pen writes on this paper. And that was the enjoyment for me. So for me, I would rather put stickers down selectively and really just write on the paper. Guys, if you have a fountain pen, not a fountain pen, a ballpoint pen, a gel pen, whatever, and it's good on regular paper, continue doing what you're doing. Put down a sticker. For me, a fountain pen writes better on this paper, not on the stickers. And so I kind of gravitated more and more to just not putting a big sticker down, just writing on the paper. There's no right or wrong way, guys. Do you? Another trend that I saw, because when I would put my planners up, I wouldn't take anything out of my pockets or anything like that. And so when I would open my planner covers, let me take some of this stuff out so I can show you. Guys, there would be so much stuff in these pockets. There were paper clips. There was, I don't even know what, die cuts and just bits and bobs of all kind of things. And these pockets were so full. And when I would get ready to write, I struggled because I'd have to take all this stuff out, put it all back in. Because you couldn't open up your planner and flip over and start writing. I mean, it was just too bulky. And so that's another trend that I have seen is there are still people who do like to do stuff in their pockets. I do. I have had this in my pockets since my husband died. My sister-in-law found this because my husband used to call me Hedgehog. Because, guys, my hair is so naturally curly. It's straightened right now because when I got my hair done, I asked her to blow it out. And you can see it's still not straight, but it's close. But that's what he called me. And so she found this card after he died, and I have kept it in my every planner that I've had since then. This came in from a good friend who I met through YouTube, Chantel, and it's a note that she sent me with some stuff. And I love this note, and I like to sit down and read it once in a while. I keep this note in my pocket. I do. And then I think this was from Sterling Ink. Yes, this was a little card that was in an order that I ordered from Sterling Ink. You guys know me. I love florals. I love any florals that are on a dark background, whether it's black, blue. I don't care. If it's on a dark background and you put florals on it, you got me. So I keep that in this pocket. There was something about this card, and this is from, I don't know where this is from. It may have come with my planner cover. I don't know. I don't know where it came from. There was just something about this. Again, it's the black background, and it looks like a canna lily on the front. I love canna lilies. So I just kept that in there. Those are the things that are in my pockets. And sometimes I will get a card from people. I always get cards. My sister-in-law is so good about sending cards, guys. I forget. And again, a little note from Lisa. This actually was when my husband had passed, and it had been the 4th anniversary of him passing, and she just thought of me and sent me a card. She is the sweetest sister-in-law. I keep that in here. Things like that I will tuck in here. That's me. But I don't anymore have all the paper clips and all the die cut pieces of paper. They were actually, where now I love the trend of doing the die cut stickers because I can put them on there. They lay flat and it's perfect. I love it. But it used to be they were like thick cardstock, and you would put those in there, and you had to just do them just right, and to see everything you'd have to kind of leave them up, and then they would fall out. Guys, it stressed me out because I could never keep them in there. So those are the things that I have really seen change over the years, and I'm sure things will change as we move forward. I think too, when the world kind of, put the brakes on in 2020, 2021, and everybody was sick, nobody was going anywhere, things changed. And I think for me, they changed for the better because I focused in on how to be more functional, how to be more organized, even in a time where I was not going places, but I knew there was things that I needed to do around the house, and it was so easy. A sheet of stickers just fell. That was on my shelf right here that I said, oh, I think I just pushed everything off. Well, I did. But it was in a time where if you were still able to go to work, you went to work, and when you came home, you stayed in, and it was not motivational to do anything. And for me, it was do laundry. It's when I got back to focusing in on what do I really need to do when I get home. I need to cook, I need to clean, I need to do this, or I'm just going to sit down in front of the TV. Or I didn't sit down in front of the TV. That was stupid, Wendy. I've not watched, I just don't watch TV. But I sit down with a book, or I would, guys, the Switch. My kids got me hooked on the Switch. Taking it with me traveling. Haven't played it in 2 or 3 years, but I'm taking it with me. But that's what we did, guys. We came home, we played games. We, read. We didn't do a whole lot. And so I realized that I needed to change the way I planned and put down those things that would remind me vacuum the floor, Wendy. So my whole change, the way I plan changed. And I think that was the time that it kind of helped. Guys, I got a chin. Um, that is the time that I recognized that I needed to plan for function and not just to have something pretty to look at and have a hobby. And it kind of clicked in my head that the way I was planning really wasn't helping me any. It wasn't keeping me organized and that kind of thing. I thought it was, but when this whole change came about, I was like, I'm not as productive as I could be. And maybe it's because of the way I'm planning. And so things kind of changed. So there you go, guys. That's Wendy's capsule of how planning has changed. Guys, things change all the time. Is it right? Is it wrong? Who knows? Whatever makes you happy. Guys, I just have not had enough coffee today. And I got so involved. I'm on a sidetrack. I got so involved at looking at some stuff on my iPad. I let my coffee get cold and I didn't drink it. So now I'm playing catch up. So what I'm trying to say is whatever keeps you organized, whatever makes you motivated to keep your planner going and to keep planning, do it. Don't do what Wendy does. Do what makes you happy. I'm doing what makes me happy, and that's what I want you guys to do. So I hope you enjoyed this craziness that I just brought to you, because I know it's just all over the place. And if you did, put me a coffee cup down below. And guys, I do really appreciate you tuning into me every time my video pops up and you supporting my channel. It means a lot to me. So guys, until next time, bye-bye.